good? What is good? The sweet, sweet sounds of the new All Gas No Trash theme song. Brought to you by the world's greatest artist, the one who does the most work, the one who puts all others to shame, Millennial Frog. Welcome to All Gas No Trash. My name's Josh, here today with the man of the hour, the man with the power, the host with the most, Adam.
Yes, you had a story that you had to fucking share, but we never actually got around to it. So what is this story that you have to share with us?
Oh, man. So we did tease it on a few other multiple episodes and then never actually got around to doing it. But now we're doing it because we finally have the time to do it. But before I get into it, I just want to say, if you want to hear other stories and other things, you can go to GameRageMagazine.com, hear all of our podcasts. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine, Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. And if you like this show, All Gas No Trash Official, hey, guess what? It's got its own fucking Instagram page. Adam runs it. It's called All Gas No Trash Official. And you should go there for all the latest and greatest in musical memes and news and fucking nonsense, because it's great. But anyways, I digress. I'm just gonna preface this for everybody. I'm gonna be shitting on Live Nation hard right now. And I hope Live Nation hears. I hope someone at Live Nation hears this. And I hope they fucking are ashamed of themselves. So, me and Katie went to an event at a Live Nation-owned venue, which was the House of Blues.
Where?
Anaheim. Okay, House of Blues, Anaheim. And I will say, it's like the Disney, because the one at Disneyland doesn't exist anymore. Like, they got rid of it. Like, it's gone. It's just this one that's outside of Disneyland, but it's still referred to as like House of Blues Disneyland / like Anaheim, but it's just outside. And I don't know, I understand why they did it, because the venue itself there's multiple stages, there's multiple areas that have, I mean, Jesus Christ, there was probably 8 or 9 performances happening at the same time because of the multitude of stages and shit that they have. So one of Katie's friends is in a band, and it's it's like a small kind of folky type band. It's not whatever. It's not my style, but hey, it's Katie's friend. We were gonna go out and support them because they were performing at the House of Blues, and I thought, oh shit, man, that's pretty cool. You get to go perform at the House of Blues, right? Well, that's what I thought. I thought that was cool. But so we get there, and there's this fucking huge line. And now, the last time I went to the House of Blues, because I thought it was still at Disneyland, there was only one stage. That was it. There wasn't like a whole shit ton of places you could do it at. So I was like, holy shit, this was this massive line. I was like, are all these people here for them? That's crazy. I didn't know they were like big like this. So we go up to the thing, and I'm like, hey, we're here for whatever the show them the tickets, and they're like, oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, you got to go in that line over there. And there was no line. There was just no one in line. So I'm like, all right, so we go over there. And I go in, show them the tickets. They're like, okay, cool. They just look at it. All right. They give us the wristband. And they're like, it's in the foundation room is what it was called. So they send us over there. So we have to go down. We have to take a secret elevator and walk through all this, like, these tunnels and shit to get to this foundation room. So we get to the foundation room, and it's like a nice, it's got a bar in there. It's got a bunch of seats, like these padded, like cushioned seats. Very nice. It's got these giant booths and shit. So we walk, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I walk in, and I'm like, yeah, can I, whatever, it's a table for 2. And the fucking lady looks at me like I was speaking in Chinese, and she's like, no. And I was like, what do you mean no? We're here for, yeah, no, you don't get to get tables in there. And I'm like, well, we paid for these tickets for this room. This is the foundation room, right? Yep. So if I paid for tickets, like where the fuck am I supposed to sit? Oh, are you whatever, like some kind of fucking membership club that they have? And I'm like, never heard of that, so no. Oh, well then yeah, you don't get to sit. And I was like, what do you mean I don't get to sit? Yeah, you're not allowed to sit. All these fucking places to sit, and you're saying I can't sit in any of them? Nope. If you want to, they had 4 standing cocktail tables. If you want to take one of those standing cocktail tables, feel free. Standing cocktail? What the fuck is going on here? So I said, okay, I guess if that's how this works. So we go in there, and I should have fucking known. I walk in there, and man, it just reeks. It just oozes of fucking elitism, man. Like, it just oozes of people. Like, they ooze this, like, I'm better than you aura. And I just immediately was just like, oh man, I don't know if I can fucking be in here. This is terrible. People looking like down upon us, and I'm like, wow, okay, you don't fucking know me, but all right. So I go up to the bar, I'm gonna order a drink. So I'm talking to the bartender, I'm like, hey man, like, what's up with this fucking room, man? I don't understand what's going on. And he's like, oh yeah, let me tell you what's up. And he's like, this foundation room is the VIP room. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, our friend here is performing in this room. Like, I don't. This is just the VIP room. Like, I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, oh yeah, man. Here, I'll tell you. So he's like, you gotta. I was like, how do you get one of these seats? And he's like, oh yeah, you gotta like be a member of the club. And I was like, well, fuck, how much is this to get in the club? It's like $100. Maybe I'll fucking join and fucking get a seat, right? Like, whatever. Oh no. There's tiers for it. If you want to fucking sit in one of the single chairs, if you want to reserve like a single padded chair, that's the $1,500 like level, $1,500 a year, right? If you want one of the sofas, it's like a 3 or 4 person sofa, that's the $3,500 a year. If you want to get one of those 10-person booths, that's in the like $5,500 tier, and you can just reserve them like whenever, as long as they're available, you can reserve them, and it's for like the elite club, right? And so I'm like, okay, that's cool and all, but like, why do they have people performing here? And he's like, oh yeah, they're just the background music. Like, they're just like the ambiance music is what the people who perform here are supposed to be. And I was like, so why the fuck do they sell tickets to come here? Like, why did I have to pay to come here and just stand here? And then, so I'm like, all right, whatever. This is fucking, I can't believe this shit. This is mind blowing. So I'm like, whatever. I end up snaking a table from somebody so we could at least have somewhere to put our fucking drinks and like, lean against for whatever. Because the ticket we paid for was for an hour show. Okay, we paid for an hour of them playing. They were from 7 to 8, and I'm like, okay, cool, man. Okay, so they go on Jimmy on the Spot, 7 o'clock. They start, and I'm like, cool, man. That's pretty cool. No one in the room gives a fuck. No one's paying attention. No one's listening. No one gives a shit. They're just having being fucking loud, having their drunk ass fucking loud bullshit conversations. And basically what people do is they go into this room, they reserve this table for the night as part of their club membership, and then that gives them the ability to go to any fucking show that's going on that night. And they basically have like I said, 8 or 9 fucking things going on at the same time. They have like a whole fucking hip hop dance club at like starting at like 10 o'clock. All this shit. You get this fucking table from like 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's basically like how long you get. It's like 8 hours. You get this table. And then you can go around and basically you come back to the table as like your little home base. You can leave your shit if you want, whatever. So people are like just constantly coming in and out. It's like the most fucking disruptive place to have a music performance. And I kind of feel like it's disrespectful to the artists that you're having play there, because you're literally just elevator music for assholes sitting and waiting for the next thing to happen. And those assholes aren't paying attention. They don't care. They're not listening. They're actually trying to talk louder than you to have their stupid conversations. And I see where the appeal is of how they get you to make you think that you're like important as an artist to perform in these rooms, because like they have like a whole setup. They have this iPad that's like for all your sound levels and shit. They have someone who's like a dedicated social media person that like like they work there. They're like assigned to the room, and they basically cover all your shit for you. And they'll take the pictures. Oh, they'll send you all your stuff, and they'll make you feel like you're getting this package, so that like, oh, cool. Maybe when it's time for you to sign, if they think that if it's like they're wooing you into fucking signing with them, because as we all know, Live Nation is not only a venue, owns most of the venues. They're a record label, they're a fucking management company, they're like everything, right? They're merchandise, they're all the pieces to the puzzle, as we've learned. And so I feel like this is their way to like sucker people into making them feel like, oh, you're important and we take care of our people. And they get you in the door with these little weird performances, and then if they think that you can make money, they'll go, hey, you know what? Remember all this cool stuff we did right here? Well, guess what? It gets even better if you come sign with us. And then basically you end up just paying them to do all of the things. And then they're just paying themselves out of any money you're making them. And you're getting, obviously your pittance that you're being given. Right. So it just felt fucking, I don't know, man. It felt scary. Listen, I'm not knocking them at all as an artist or whatever. Right. The other thing that kind of pissed me off is on the dot at 7:30, they booted them off. So it was from 7 to 7:30. They booted them off. And the next dickhead band that was up came in and immediately started playing. The other band was setting their shit up while they were still fucking on stage. And I'm like, how disrespectful is that, man? And I get it from their perspective because like they don't care. But at the same time, have a little decency to an artist and let them fucking finish their shit before making these other dickheads come on stage. They're literally just playing background music. Why do they need to be on a tight fucking schedule? If the whole intent of having a band perform in this room is to just be background music for rich people, who cares if they go on at fucking exactly the correct times? It's irrelevant. And I paid $13 for a ticket to just basically awkwardly stand in the middle of a fucking room with no one else that wanted to listen to them fucking play, which is very strange to me. It was very fucking weird. And, like I said, they weren't bad. She has a great voice. Folky shit, that folky type of stuff they do is not really my jam. But, I mean, again, it wasn't terrible. And the atmosphere, though, was. I don't know. It was it just felt weird. And I feel like that's fucking like I said, a disrespect to the artists. And I know they probably don't take it that way because most of artists are just happy to be there, right?
That's the unfortunate thing is like, oh, lucky me to be, what a gift to be playing on this foundation stage. Because yeah, for most artists, it is the privilege of playing at some place, not knowing what they're getting themselves into. But how did they end up getting in? How did they end up doing this thing? Did you even ask the questions to find out?
Dude, we couldn't even talk to them, like, because they were like literally just like rushed out of there, and then like, okay, bye. And then I was like, all right, I guess we're leaving then. But
you didn't speak to them afterwards.
I wasn't able to speak to them to find out more about like, because I do know that they had done this foundation room like one time before. So like they obviously knew what this was going to be like because they had done it before. So, and again, they're like, I don't want to say small time because that sounds disrespectful, but it's just the fact of the matter. They're small time, right? So obviously, like you said, to them, this was like a huge opportunity to perform somewhere where I don't know if they were getting paid or if they had to pay like a deposit to play, and then if you make your whatever money back. But again, because they gave you these specific wristbands that were for watching this specific artist. It was a specific color for this one. They were pink. And so I only saw, it was me, Katie, and there was like maybe 4 other people in there that had pink wristbands. And I'm like, okay, so you sold 6 tickets? Not that that's bad on there, but like, are you even getting anything out of this other than just, hey, you went to go do it and perform, and then Live Nation just says, cool, or the House of Blues or whoever's running the shit just says, all right, cool, like whatever. You're just background music anyway, so we don't even care. You don't need to sell any. This is just like a bonus for you if you sell any fucking tickets. But like I said, it just seems like a fucking insult. And I know that I have a different perspective because, like, with what we're doing with this, we're not trying to get into the system. We're not going to take shit from anybody because I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not trying to get you to suck. I'm not trying to suck your asshole so that, maybe we can get a deal on Netflix or we can get some. No, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm trying to make my own fucking shit. I don't need you to fucking help me. But for most people who are artists in this vein that want to do this essentially for a living, like, yeah, you kind of got to sell your soul a little bit and suck some ass to get to where you need to be to make a little bit of money. And that's just unfortunate that artists have to put up with this bullshit of basically, to me, just being straight up disrespected. And like, when you're at any fucking performance, man, you shouldn't be placed in an environment where people are guaranteed to have conversations they're not there to see you. Like, they didn't come there to see you at all. The majority of the people in that room were not there to see them. And I feel like that's just a recipe or a success, or not a success. It's a guarantee or setting someone up for failure. At least with this specific performance.
Because the music is an afterthought.
It's not even, I don't even know if it's even that. It's lower than an afterthought. It's like, it's less, I don't know what the word would be, but it's less than that. And it just seems like a real shitty way to treat people that are kind of up and coming. And, you know, I think there's a better way to do that. I don't think that's, again, as long as there are artists that are willing to do that, Live Nation and House of Blues will continue to do this. And sure, I'm not an artist that goes and performs at these things. This is just my observation as an outside individual, seeing this from the outside of a perspective that has no prejudgment about either thing, right? I'm looking at this objectively from the outside, and this is what I see as an outside observer that's not in the system, that's not involved with any of these parties involved, essentially. And that's the conclusion that I draw, is it's just, meh, you can have these little crumbs over here. We need someone to be background music. So yeah, sure, you can come here and do this. And then again, people just fucking talking over, like, people having loud conversation, and their music shit was not low. Like, they had the volume up like to a decent level, but people are literally in C texting me, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Jimmy, you remember this and you remember that, and just yelling. And I'm like, I paid $12 to have some asshole fucking sitting next to me yelling the whole time. Like, not only is that disrespectful to the artist, that's disrespectful to me, the person who paid to be there. Regardless of the amount of money that I paid, I still paid money to go. I don't want to hear people saying, hey, you only paid $12 fucking dollars or $13. Get fucked. I paid money to be there. I paid to see a show, and I got basically assholes fucking talking over it or trying to talk over it and have outside conversations that weren't there to see the show. I was not expecting that at all. And honestly, I can't believe that Live Nation would even allow that to happen as like a quality control thing.
I think it's low stakes for them, because these people that pay X amount of dollars to have some type of subscription to some type of seating in that area, or to have access to the whole venue so that they can walk amongst all the different stages and stuff. It's low stakes for them so that they could just play, have music there. And if one of them is good and it raises a few eyebrows in there, that maybe people will stick around and pay for more drinks, and as opposed to just having DJ music or literally anything else. I'm not playing devil's advocate here, but
yeah.
I don't know. But it is weird that they even sell tickets to begin with for a time when it's not really for people to just listen to music if they're just hanging out and it's just a holdover to go see whatever else is going on. It is rather strange, because it's like, why even go through all the trouble of having these wristbands and tickets for the event itself if it's only going to be, who the hell knows, like 2 hours, and if everybody's just going to end on the dot everything is so quick that it's like it's over in an hour and a half. Like, why the fuck would you go to that?
Yeah, and well, it wasn't even that. It was 30 minutes. All I got, I was. The ticket said 7 to 8. I literally got 7 to 7. I got 30 fucking minutes of them performing, and that also pissed me off because I'm like, at this point, why even charge me money? Why am I even paying for this? If you just want them to be there to be background music, yeah, let people just have to sign up to get a ticket to go to watch them for free. And then just pay them. Just pay them to be the background music. Why not do that? Why not just pay them to do that? Why bother selling tickets for me to go see this band that maybe I'm a follower or a fan of and get to see them perform? Why make me pay the $13 fucking dollars if it's just going to be assholes talking and interrupting the whole fucking thing? Drunk assholes.
I just want to know what the other side of the story is. Why? What did they get out of it? That's the one thing I want to know. I know we're two or 3 weeks removed from this thing happening, but I want to know what they got out of it, other than just being able to play on a stage for 30 minutes simply for the bragging rights of saying you play at the House of Blues. But that's all I think they probably got. Maybe they got a small fee, maybe they paid them $100 or something. But they didn't sell anything. They sold what? You said 4 tickets?
From what I could see, who knows? People sold tickets and didn't. People buy tickets and don't show up to shit all the time. So who knows how many tickets they actually sold? But if I feel like the whole purpose of them was just to essentially just be background music for this room. And so if you're going to do that, just not hire them, but just pay them a fee. Say, hey, we're going to book you for this room, and you're just going to be the background music. So here, we'll just pay you whatever, $200 or whatever the number is. To a Spotify playlist on a fucking iPod would have been fucking better. It would have been more appropriate. I feel like. I don't know. Sorry.
It's a weird predicament. I don't know what to make of that. I think for an artist that would start out, sure, it'd be great to get into the Live Nation circle or network of venues, and certainly playing at the bottom, doing something like that is a foot in the door, but it's barely a fucking pinky toe at that. Because if you're not even being featured as a artist that people should see, or you're not being sold as that, or you aren't a draw to begin with, then there's really no point. So it's almost as if you were starting a band and you were playing and Live Nation had told you to do this, you might as well fucking play somewhere else at a dive bar where you're the headliner, and maybe it's only 50 to 100 people, but at least those people are there for you to see. Or rather, they're there for you. They're there to see you, rather.
True, that they showed up for you.
Whereas this thing, it's it's not. You don't even know who the hell is there for you to begin with.
Yeah, true. So, I don't know. It's strange, and you're right. I would like to know. Maybe I'll have to see if Katie can ask her what they got out of it, if they got anything out of it at all. Because I do feel like they probably didn't get much or anything. I feel like they might have even had to have paid to fucking be there, potentially. Which is strange. But hey, if that's what you want to do, then cool. By all means, do whatever you want. Listen, we're basically paying to fucking do podcasting. So it'd be okay, I get it. You want to pay to perform, right? Okay, cool. You're going. We pay to host our shit and do this. So if you want to play at a venue, okay, maybe you've had to pay $50 to get in, to play. All right, whatever. You want to get your shit out there. You want people to hear it. Okay, maybe an argument can be made that that's, a good thing for your band. Or that could be just a bad way and a shitty way for them to make fucking a little extra cash, the venue.
Yeah.
Because, they're like, oh, cool, we're getting these idiot bands that think they're getting exposure. But what's fucked is no one in the room gives a shit. That's the sad part. And I don't know. It's very confusing. And I definitely don't I don't like that. I don't know. I can't explain. Even if they are getting paid, it still sucks to be, because that's what you are. You're in that dive bar environment where nobody cares almost. You're just thrown up there on stage and you're trying to just do your stuff and maybe get, listen, they had their little tripod, with the square sign that had the little QR code to, subscribe to their social medias and stuff. And No one went up to it. No one was trying to do shit. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
And I get when you're starting out that's probably what you're going to encounter, especially if you were to go to a dive bar. But this isn't a dive bar. This is a legitimate music venue place. You shouldn't be subjected to that sort of shit. Just go play at a dive bar then. Yeah, go ahead.
So how long has this band or duo been active, or what is the deal with this group?
I believe they've been around for like 2 or 3 years, maybe a little longer. They're a brother-sister duo.
Okay.
And the brother plays the acoustic guitar.
Okay.
And then she's like the vocalist, and then he just does kind of like backup vocals. Like I said, it's kind of folky, and you're going to hate it, but they did like a couple of cover songs. So like, obviously you hate cover songs. But
do they make original music?
yeah, they do. I'll give them credit. I think they did like, I want to say in the 30 minutes, they maybe did like 6 or 7 songs, maybe 8. And I think 3 of them were covered. So the majority of them, 5 of the songs were original music. One that they just popped on Spotify that day. So,
what's their name?
I'm trying to fucking remember.
That's not a good sign.
It was like an uninspiring. It's folky. It's not my jam. So like,
I don't care if it's not your jam.
I just don't care in general. It's not my fucking jam.
But usually, I mean, there's something. If there's something to a name or the band's music, you're gonna remember it. But that's already not a good sign. If they couldn't even capture.
It was something about flowers, if I remember right.
Couldn't get your attention. Then
antique. It was Antique Flowers.
That was God!
Yeah, I found it because you want to know why I found it? Because it's in my Google search history. Because I was looking them up on the internet.
Dude, you might as well be fucking music band.
All right, listen. You're probably right.
I hope they listen to us.
I do too. I hope they listen because I think you guys performed well. Maybe you just need a little fucking you maybe need a little fucking a little push in the right marketing direction. Maybe I don't know. And I get in there. Let me just see real quick.
Antique Flowers.
Yeah, I know. And then what's terrible is when you Google Antique Flowers band, all you get is like vintage floral wedding bands. Like you get
good.
Nothing about them. They're not even on the front fucking page of this.
No Instagram, nothing.
No, they have an Instagram, but it's not like it doesn't pop up on anything. Like
yikes!
It sucks. Like they're not like. Let me see if I can find them on Instagram real quick because I saw them. Antique Flowers. That's what they're.
Spaghetti and Meatballs.
Yeah.
The band.
Spaghetti and Meatballs, the band. I mean, listen, they got more followers on Instagram than we do. I mean, they have 107. But, I mean, they're following 106 of them, which when I see that kind of tells me that it's like people they know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, we don't really follow many people that we know. Like, at least our number.
I'm going to get rid of people.
Oh, we're going to delete everyone. Like, we're going to have 0. That's the goal. Game Rage follows no one. All right. That's the fucking. But they've only made 18 posts. Like, that's
not good.
Right. And I don't. And I it's too bad it doesn't tell you when they fucking like started. But let me just see here. Let me see their link tree real quick.
The last post that they made.
Hold on. Let me see. The last post that they made was. I mean, I will say we draw better numbers on our posts than they do sometimes. But,
how are you banned for 2 or 3 years and you're not getting shit going with Instagram? Because if this is just a part-time thing or you're just fucking around, yeah, of course you'd be thrown into a blender with other stupid.
Yeah, you're right. You're gonna get put in the blender. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're gonna get shoved into shows like that with not much of a chance to stand out, I suppose. So. What is it?
They only have 2 songs. They only have 2 songs on fucking.
Are they serious about this, or?
I don't think so.
Or is this more of a pastime hobby thing? Fucking around.
It's probably that. It's probably like a pastime hobby, fucking around. Too bad it doesn't tell you when they fucking signed up. Like, I mean, okay, on here they only have 2 fucking songs.
Okay.
On their see discography. Never mind. Oh no, yeah, latest release, singles and EPs. Okay, so they released. Okay, they released an EP, which is 1, 2,
4 songs.
3, 4,
6
5,
songs.
Wait, there's more on here. It says EP, but And it says it's a single.
Is it less than 30?
Wait a minute. I think that are they adding other songs to this?
Is it less than 30 minutes?
Let's see. That's a single. Okay, never mind. I guess they're just singles.
Yeah.
So they just released 2 singles this year in 2024. So maybe they haven't been around that long. And maybe I was wrong about that.
Okay.
Or maybe they haven't been serious and now they just started to like get serious about it. So
Okay.
I don't know. They have 14 monthly listeners, which
Better than 0.
I mean, that's true. I mean, Millennial Frog has more than that, but Millennial Frog. Man, maybe I should ask them if they want to do a fucking what is that called? A collaboration with Millennial Frog? Yeah, right. He'd probably be like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, why is he going to share his fucking fan base with these assholes?
That's true.
He's not putting in the numbers.
That's true.
Putting in the numbers, putting in the work.
Putting in the work. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, just in 2024, he's already put out 4 fucking albums, and they've only had put out 2 songs. So
Yeah.
what does that fucking tell you?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either, but it's hilarious. So, anyways, yeah, I don't know. So that was it. That was my story. Did you have anything else you want to talk about? We hit 30 minutes, so we're good. Or did you want to do the separate episode about whatever?
Yeah, we'll do the separate episode.
Oh yeah, with an excellent topic that you'll be hearing soon. Anyways, well, basically it'll be available right after this one. So, anyways, thanks for listening. And if you want to go to our website, GameRageMagazine.com, you can go there and view all our podcasts. You can go to @GameRageMagazine on Instagram and TikTok. You can go to @GameRageMag on Twitter/X. @AllGasNoTrashOfficial also on Instagram. And if you're an Antique Flowers mark, why don't you go ahead and fucking show up in our comments and say some shit. Let us know.
We're gonna make them famous by proxy.
Yeah, we're gonna make them
By shitting on them.
We're the Undertaker. We'll make you famous. All right. Anyways, all right. Get fucked. We'll see you on the next one.